favela. Letra é foda, João. Pobre menina, sofre de verdade por toda a cidade. Ainda mais porque a palavra liberdade é feminina. É isso mesmo. Não vai esquecer. Cidade luz, guetos, becos e pretos tristes como um blues. Mano, muçulmano, amor, islã. Assalamu alaikum, aleikum salam. Mil flor, mil dor, mil idioma. Mil cor, tipo índio. Tio por, servos de Roma. Frios por, natureza morta. Legalité pour mon père, s'il vous plaît. Mil pra mim, mil pro select. Ma révolution é black, noir, check. Em matière, meilleur qu'hier. Ma terre me manque, c'est ma place. E o velho sonho, viver em paz. Com o necessário, sem ter demais. Verde mais, verde mais, verde mais. Família.
Père, mère, frère, sœur, ange ou Kaira. Même thème, cri du cœur, genre ça ira. Même refrain qui vient de ces zones amochées. Noisy LSC, zone à noche. Des vies décalées, des années. Que c'est l'alerte rouge comme condamné d'étaler. S'en aller ou chialer, jamais. Plutôt
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Moments away, it'll be the Chicago Bulls going up against the Sacramento Kings at Sleep Train Arena. Well, for Sacramento, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Taking a look at the changes for Chicago with the departure of Tom Thibodeau. Just how big of an impact, Shaq, is his absence going to be on this team?
First of all, it's not a departure. He was fired. Ungreatly. These people fired him. Anyway, they enjoyed great defense all the years under Thibodeau. They were built around defense and rebounding, and I think that might take a step back.
Well, the one thing that Hoiberg is going to have to fight against is success already. And so the measuring
We are in Sacramento, California, home for the Kings in an interconference basketball game here. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. The 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Kings out in Sacramento. And guys, for the Kings, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. So last year we saw Jimmy Butler take a giant leap forward with the Bulls while Derrick Rose was out. So Kenny, who's the number one guy on that team right now?
Oof, number one option, that's tough because Rose was injured before he was the MVP. So, obviously he put the team on his shoulders. So you would think if he can get close to that form, Derrick Rose is the number one option.
Butler was a second-best player last year, averaging 20.6 rebounds as a shooting guard. I think if they could play together like all the great 1-2 punches, they'll be very dangerous.
Gasol might be the number one option. Who knows?
Excellent point. We get it down to Kevin Harlan as tip-off approaches.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of
Two teams, two conferences. It's a road game for the Bulls in this one. Welcome to what should be a great Saturday night for the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And it's Chicago to start out. Dunleavy kicks to Rose. It's going to be the Bulls off the tip. Now let's take a look at the Bulls opening lineup. Butler teams with Dunleavy on the perimeter. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. And it's Rose in at the point guard. Here's Dunleavy. Cousins pulls it in. Last season the Bulls were a tough matchup. Solid margin of victory for them. And never looked overwhelmed, Clark.
Yeah, you know what? They're a team that's even-keeled. The type of team that can win anytime they take the floor. They have a system that works. And good talent, actually excellent talent to make it special. And that combination is a winning one.
And Gibson wide open. He shoots. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
McLemore dishes to Cousins. Inside. And he dumps it down.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Rose up on top. He's covered by Rondo. And the basket by Rose.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Rondo with a clean look. No good with the triple. The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Dunleavy the pass to Gasol. That is good. Gasol's got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Rejected by Gasol. Feeds it to Gay. Here's AC, 6 to shoot. Rondo kicks to Cousins. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Butler. And the shot no good, a bit short. was a trade that seemingly had been talked about for several years. Finally, last season, Boston shipping out Rajon Rondo to the Dallas Mavericks, Clark, halfway through the season.
Yeah, and it seemed to me to be a trade that actually helped both teams.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. He made it look easy that time. Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack. And for Rondo, in the trade, he was able to get out of a rebuilding situation in Boston. It immediately helped a playoff contender in Dallas that was looking for help at that point guard position.
Now here's McLemore following the miss by Josh Gibson. Here's AC with the putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And that's now 6 points for Gabe.
And a nice soft touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle a touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
Yeah, but how about the fight there prior to that ball being available? That's what I like and what you need to really focus on when they have plays like this. Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
You know, Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on, yet he's made it and made it big.
Gay outside. Out left to the wing. McLemore dishes to Gay. Off the left rim and out. For Chicago, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. And even 3-on-3 break. Gibson with the steal. In transition, here come the Bulls. And the dunk by Rose.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead.
Pulls up on the wing, and it's Sacramento with the rebound. And going back to Jimmy Butler, there were just so many times when he was set up to fail. He was not heavily recruited out of high school. He was even homeless when he was in high school in the Houston area. You know, went to a junior college, then Marquette, now in the NBA. So he played his freshman year at a junior college, which I think humbled him just a bit, but maybe gave him that work ethic that is so much a part of his game now.
And Kevin, the talent was there, and most of all, as we see, how he dealt with adversity. The heart was there. He blocked out the distractions, finally transferred to a major college, and worked his way into becoming a first-round pick.
Another bucket in the paint, that's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
From deep, Rose, and released it in time, but it's off the mark. And the Gasol brothers, both starters in the All-Star game last season. It's the first time that's happened in NBA history. Pau talked about the joy of sharing the NBA stage with his brother Mark. Well, their story is a bit like a fairy tale, the way 2 of them, sons of medical professionals in Spain, have become 2 of the best centers in the NBA of this era.
Yeah, and especially, Kevin, when you remember what a raw talent and how big and bulky Marc Gasol was when he was drafted by the Lakers, who traded him to Memphis for his brother.
Well, Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bulls.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
McLemore and Gay on the perimeter. Quincy Acey out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Rondo in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Gay kicks to McLemore. The feed now to Cousins. Rejected by Gasol. Rose goes in. Can't hit.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense. Pau Gasol was the number 3 pick back in 2001. He managed to average 18 and 9 his first season, was Rookie of the Year, became a perennial All-Star. There's no way his younger brother Mark, who was a second-round pick, could ever match up to that, right? Not so fast, people. Mark's pretty good, too.
Rondo kicks to Acey. Pass to Cousins. Outside Rondo. He dishes it to Acey. Shot clock at 6. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Cousins, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Brooks outside. And there's a whistle. That goes on Quincy Acey. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Well, last season, Greg, another year without playoff basketball in Sacramento. A shame to see some of the best fans in the NBA not be a part of the postseason.
It's a great point, Kevin. Now, 9 straight years where the Kings have failed to make the postseason. 29-win seasons aren't going to get you very far when you're battling in the West.
Brooks misses. For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Gay drives in. Now the dish to McLemore. Here's Acey, defended by Gibson. And here's Rondo. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Butler. They get it back. Another shot. That's miss number 3 for him. Now 2 for 5 from the floor. The drive by Gay. Rondo kicks to Gay, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
McLemore, the pass to Acey. Drills it from outside. And the Kings lead by 1.
And, you know, you mentioned the 9 straight years without a playoff appearance for the Kings. Their last trip was in 2006. And since then, they've been rebuilding. That's the second longest playoff drought in the NBA.
Wide open. Nice jump shot. Good. Acey's got the lead up to 3 now for Sacramento.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists. Well, if the Kings do make it back to the playoffs, you know they'll be dangerous. Their fans have been through so much the last few seasons. They really deserve to see a team in postseason contention.
Mirotic is checked in for Chicago. Etuan Moore comes in for Jimmy Butler. And there are the Kings with another bucket. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Kings.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Rondo dishes to McLemore. 59 seconds left to play here in the half. And Cousins kicks to McLemore. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Brooks, the pass to Mirotic. Now Dunleavy gets the three-pointer to fall. Dunleavy's got his second bucket tonight.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
The pass to Cousins. Rondo with it. Guarded now by Aaron Brooks. Rondo against Brooks. Here's Cousins. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, big fella. Throwing it down with a vengeance.
Brooks dishes to Moore. To the wing on the left. Right side Gasol. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Brooks kicks to Mirotic. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And so Mirotic nails both of them.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
8 seconds left in the first half. Here's McLemore, and he slams it one-handed.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Kings lead by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
I would call that a competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Some excellent work early from Rudy Gay. He had 8 points and 1 rebound. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny?
Well, their success was largely about second chance points. They crashed the offensive boards heavy in the first half. I love how they fight for every 50-50 ball like it's the last ball on earth.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Where was the sense of urgency? We all know they're capable of playing better, and no one wants to give up a ridiculous high shooting percentage. They need a little attitude adjustment in the second half, or this game will get away from them.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
Well, a good game tonight from Gay here. He has 8 points and a steal. You know, guys, one of the things that is always going to keep you competitive against the West is a good defense. It's one reason why the Bulls tend to be a tougher matchup for teams from the West, because they do D up.
Tipping off the second half, here's Fred Hoiberg's 5. Rose is the one with Butler. Is the 2. Portis is out there with Doug McDermott, and it's Noah in at the center, filling out the middle. Butler passes to McDermott. No one near him. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Bulls had a good year against the West last season. 17 up, 13 down against the Western Conference.
Yeah, and how about playing 500 or better against every division in the Western Conference? So impressive to think they did so well given how many games some of their starting players missed.
Rose kicks to Butler. Pass to Portis. Here's McDermott. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Bellinelli dishes to Kufis. And Caspi kicks to McLemore. Right wing. Bellinelli with the three. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Butler with the ball. Now defended by McLemore. Butler passes to Rose. Here's the screen. Back to Butler. Got a piece of it. Passes to McDermott from downtown, and he gets it to go.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And McLemore kicks to Kufis. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And for Costa Kufis, Clark, so far he hasn't had that breakout year. He has been kind of in the shadow of Marc Gasol on that front line for Memphis.
Yeah, but he's understood his role, and he's done a nice job. He did start 81 games for Denver a few seasons ago, Kevin, but I think he's very comfortable as a backup. He's one of those guys who's just effective in limited playing time.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Cousins comes in for Caspi, and Rudy Gay is subbed in for Bellinelli. It's Gay with the drive. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-handed. And talking about Kufis, he gives you some things you want out of your bigs. Great size and activity, solid rebounds and blocks per minute numbers. He may just need a chance in the right system to show more game.
Rudy Gay on the way. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Quincy Acey's checked in for Sacramento. Bulls trail by 5.
And, you know, getting back to Kufis, one thing he has to get better at is finishing through contact. He has a really nice touch around the basket, but sometimes contact negates that.
Rose shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Rose has got 9.
And when it comes to size, it's not a one-on-one matchup that favors him.
Well, you wouldn't know it with that finish, I tell you. I mean, that took a little bit of creativity right there.
And then Cousins with the dunk.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Clark,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
And it's Butler missing. Kings leading now by 5. And it's Rondo penetrating. Gay kicks to McLemore. The rebound by Gasol. Gasol's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. And some changes here for the Kings. Curry comes in for McLemore. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. Curry dishes to Cousins. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Rose against Collison. Gasol setting the pick for Rose. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And again, Chicago, no good.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
Boy, they got to do it fast. They must hurry from here.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And guys, you see how Rudy Gay just exploded last season in the second half. I mean, I think he felt at ease in George Karl's system, and I think that's one reason why You're starting to see just how good Rudy Gay can be.
And the Bulls making a change here. Moore's checked in. And he's good on the second. For a long time, critics have gotten on Gay for his lack of efficiency, but he quieted some of those voices, Clark, last year with his play and stats.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, across the board, he made nice improvements, not only in his scoring, but also his ability to create shots for others.
Deflects the pass. Gibson passes to Moore. Shot clock at 5. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. But they recover it. And now it's Collison running. He can go all the way. It's stolen by Rose. And it's Moore penetrating. And there's the foul that goes against Sacramento. One second left. And the miss. And the fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Here's Rose. Quincy Acey out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Bellinelli. Then there's Collison. And it's Gay in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. And Acey kicks to Collison. To the left side wing. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Acey's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Kings. And there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Justin Holiday's checked in for the Bulls. Goes up off the inbound. Count that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut to just 9 on the basket from Derrick Rose.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
Acey dishes to Cousins, and there's the 3-second violation. Bulls trail by 9. Holiday attacking. Here's Noah. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
With Joakim Noah, I mean, you know exactly what he's going to give you every season. Rebounding, block shots, steals, a few points, relentless energy and enthusiasm, and even a few assists as well.
For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Now, here is Mirotic. Bellinelli is covering. Noah. Another shot. Shot's good by Gibson.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
Chicago making some changes. Portis comes in for Joakim Noah. And it's Doug McDermott in for Mirotic. And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Portis.
Well, I tell you what, that is a lot harder than it appears. You got to get your body angle just right to shield you from the defense.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And some changes here for the Kings. McLemore's checked in for Bellinelli. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Darren Collison. And Chicago also making a switch. Brooks checked in. Kings leading now by 5. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Rondo's shot is off.
Oh, boy, that would have been a nice alley-oop.
Boy, really liked the thought on that play, but didn't quite get it executed. Almost made a spectacular play.
Kicks it to McDermott. And again, Chicago, no good. Sacramento's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
Guys, they didn't waste that fast break opportunity. Good aggressive pass to get his teammate to the rim. I love it.
Tipped away. Rondo with the steal. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. McLemore with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Easy misses.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Rondo against Brooks. Pass to Portis. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Yeah, he was boxed out and tried to get the rebound the only way he could.
Yeah, he got straight over the back and on top of him there, too. So nothing subtle about that.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Pau Gasol's checked in for Portis. Dunleavy comes in for Doug McDermott. Butler, he's checked in for Justin Holiday. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Brooks. And finished off by Rose.
With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something, you're right, extra on it.
Man, I got to pick my jaw off the floor after that one, guys.
Rondo passes to Cousins. And Gasol sends it back. They retain possession. Just 5 on the clock. Sacramento moving it around. McLemore inside the line. Drops one in from the wing. And the Kings lead by 7.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
Rose kicks to Gibson. Back to Rose. For 3, Dunleavy. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 3 assists now in this one. Kings leading now by 4. Outside Rondo. AC. Another 3 for Sacramento.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
A wide open look for Gasol. It's hauled in by the Kings. They've led by as many as 11 points. It's Gay with the drive. Rebound by Rose.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go around.
I mean, you've got to have more awareness on the floor and not make those kinds of errors.
Yeah, brain fade, brain neutral error, and those will cost you.
Here's Gay. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. That stretches their lead to 8.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
Gasol kicks to Dunleavy. Misses the 3. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's Gay with the drive. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Guys, a comeback probably not in the cards at this point.
Yeah, unless something dramatic and drastic occurs.
Yeah, I think you can put a fork in it.
Gasol with the steal. Gibson dishes to Rose. Gay outside. And then Cousins with the dunk.
And you can sense the fact that they didn't want to let the fans down here. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
Greg, it really has been. I mean, such a lively, vibrant atmosphere, and no doubt that played a part in the big win.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within single digits. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. So it's Sacramento picking up the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Rajon, tell us the story for you in this game and how you adapted your play as this game progressed.
I tried to do the intangibles. I was struggling as well scoring, so I tried to do something else with my teammates, and luckily came over the win.
Rajon, thank you so much. Kevin, it isn't only about the scoring you do.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up for Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports post-game show
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMarcus Cousins. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
The thing I like most about Cousins is the passion he plays the game with. Maybe he rubs some people the wrong way, but I don't want my big man smiling all the time. I want my big man to be mean.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.